make them to understand. I love me wife, I love me wife, I love me wife bad. I love me wife, I love me wife, I love me wife bad. Me wife, I love me wife bad. It's me life. I love me wife bad. Me wife, I love me wife bad. How can I survive?
WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 45799.
All right, and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kingsley. Happy birthday to you.
Well, you know, it's really refreshing to hear somebody sing happy birthday to me. I haven't had that done for a while. At least my sister sent hello. I have a daughter, her name is Natalie. And I have two sisters, one in Trinidad and the other one called Queen. So at least 6 persons remember my birthday. I keep telling people it's not the birthday, it's the date. The date is important and it's really important because I look forward to hear from Susan, and last day she didn't call me, so I grew out of her thoughts. So, boy, at least you remember me. But it had to be a special day because, you know why? I was with you all morning. I actually listened to you from when you started to play that Buju Banton religious song this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I was up quite early, hoping that I live long and continue to live long. You know what I mean? So I say, for me to live long, and let me get up early to make sure that my day is really ahead of certain people. So everything is okay?
We good. It's you. Today's all about you. How you planning to spend today?
Listen to WEFM.
Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. But you know, just maybe little things. Just find out little thing to do. Something that would, you know, boost your spirits or whatever.
I had an interesting night. I went to the NDP headquarters because they had a town hall meeting. I pay attention, but if you want to know the details of my findings, you have to listen to Tuesday night because one thing I'll tell you up front, I look at the audience and I didn't see any successful business people. All I see inside it is some people who open NDP win, so I could fire you and I get a job. You know, kind of way? But for what it was, is it? But I had something planned I want to talk about though. But here's something, right? When I was younger, my mother used to take me to a place in Kingston where they had a bank called Barclays Bank. I don't know what it's about that. It's a fascinator. But I used to go in there and look at the different people with different color and different hairstyle and the texture of the person walking there. And in those days, right, you had to have why old people say straight hair and clear skin, like need to work at Barclays Bank. Barclays Bank was a prestigious bank. But what I noticed my mother used to do when she go to the bank, even she up front, if there's not a particular teller that she want to deal with, she was just staying exposed to behind her for go up front. So I used to wonder why she does that, but she developed a client there because, you know, banking is about trust, and people who work in bank, you have to have a level of trust to them. But as I get older, I have a friend who work in a bank, and he used to see me talking some things with his friends, and I say, wow. So I pay close attention to him. He said, it's our people who don't gravitate to a particular teller like my mother used to do. But, and this is a former banker, you know, saying, because the forces trust him, every time she comes to take up a sizable amount of money, you know, you just come fast. So when you come fast, you ain't come fast, you come full. So every $100 bill, she should be getting in 20. She should take 20. But because she trusts him, she never used to go over the monies and check it because she trusts him because it's where he used to work. And one day I went to a inland revenue department to pay something like I'm going to pay to the common license to be paid. And I observed a particular woman waiting up and this tell her. Well, why they Saturday she got this service, but about 5 minutes after the person come back in with a rage. Where it happened, the person took not a sizable but a reasonable size of money, and soon as she came back in, the person handed money for her. So she kept it quiet and then she didn't make any noise because what was important, she got back her money. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying to tell people, when you go to these financial agencies, yes, the person working the authorities place a level of trust in them. But you don't have to do that. When you do that, you'll be taken advantage of. Because I mean, I go everywhere and I listen to young people talking what it does to see the citizens and all that kind of thing. And it's unfortunate that where we could trust people to do that, we take advantage of that. So I'm hoping that person to go to a financial agency today. Remind yourself that you have to be careful. And who you think going to scam you? Oh Lord, that is the biggest scam in the whole world. So take care. If you're going to pay license today for a car, remember, even though tomorrow is your birthday and Sunday, you have to pay license today because the Inland Revenue Department will not be open until Monday, so you don't want to find yourself driving without a license. But my thing this morning is to pay attention to person who you think you trust, and if you know they go, yeah, have a wonderful day. And thank you for singing this song. I felt so important.
Well, you are important, Kingsley.
Wow, that's nice to know. I'm pleased. Okay.
All right. Have a good one today, Kingsley. All the best for you today. All right. All right, and that was our commentary today with the birthday boy, Mr. Kingsley Defreitas. All right, and just to say something that Kingsley said, I know that for many of us, like I know that when I go to certain business places, I go straight to certain individuals, right? Because these are persons who it is I can trust to do business with. And I think, on one hand, what it does is that it makes doing business with certain places so much easier when you have this one person who you can go to or who would give you updates or, send WhatsApp message to let you know that this or that is ready or, whatever it is. But, it is true in that, and I as I said before once on the program here, that I think sometimes the older that persons get is they let their guards down. So, but you just have to, you trust, yes, but you still have to double check, I suppose, right? Because you just never know. But I do like when I go to business places that there are persons there who are willing to assist. And even that personalized service that I receive, it makes me continue to do business with some of these places. So, yeah.
It's so unfortunate to hear of things like this. And as Kingsley was talking about it and mentioning being around a couple of young people and hearing them talk about the things that they do to older folks, my mind just goes back to the issue of crime and violence and how when things happen, we like to we usually call on the authorities, and ask what are they doing. But in a case like this, because this is, to me, it's a criminal, it's a criminal activity. And who do you blame in a case like this? It's definitely the person who is doing it. It's up to them. It's their conscience, their mentality, and the thing that they choose to do, knowing that it is not okay to do. So I'm really disappointed to hear this.
It makes you wonder how many persons think. I mean, stealing has been going on, or betraying persons have been going on since God made the world, right? But I can't see myself sitting down with a group of friends and talking about how it is I quote unquote scam out people.
I'm saying
it's not. I mean, it's just not a conversation that I could understand happening and something that persons are proud of. But it does make you think back on or reflect on how maybe society has changed. Now, maybe it hasn't been changing that much. It's just a persons are more vocal when it is that they're doing wrongs, and somehow for some persons it seems like a badge of honor. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't sure. Right? So.
To do this to the older folks. This is...
All right. So by way of
Somebody had said this morning on the issue of crime, if the law adopted a zero tolerance approach with regard to guns or anything that can be regarded as a weapon, then perhaps there can be some sort of change. Yeah, he was saying that they were out fishing and a police, well, not here, I believe. They were out fishing, a police passed and noticed they had their fishing knife and it was not in the shield, and the officer reminded them to put it back in the shield when it's not in use.
Well, I think that the police, they are
It said here, if they are stopped with a knife, unless it is not work related, you'll get a large penalty fine.
well, it's something like same with the cutlass for us here. You're supposed to have it in I think it's sheath or wrapped up or something as well. So, but you can tell that the police and the law courts have been trying. We see that there have been stiffer sentences imposed on persons who have committed acts, especially gun-related crimes. So, you know, that is why for me, okay, so yes, society is trying. Well, not society, the law enforcement officers or the court system, they are trying. But if persons are still hell-bent on doing what it is that they want to do, then exactly, who do we blame? Who do we blame at that point? All right? So,
because you know it's a punishment.
All right, so let's just quickly do 2 updates. So, interesting news here. Judgment Day, Court of Appeal to rule on vaccine mandate case. So, reading this from St. Vincent Times. And interesting, somebody sent me it last night, and I'm not even sure who the person is. So, but anyhow. So, the Court of Appeal will, on February 12th, which should be, I believe, next Wednesday, deliver its judgment in the review of the High Court ruling that St. Vincent and the Grenadines government acted illegally in 2021 when it dismissed hundreds of public sector workers who did not obey its order to take the COVID-19 vaccine. All right. So next Wednesday so it hears. Judgment hearing will be delivered on the 12th of February at the Court of Appeal sitting for St. Vincent and the Grenadines at 9 o'clock in the morning. In the forenoon. I've never seen that. In the forenoon. All right. All right. Sounds so legal. All right. So that ruling will be heard next Wednesday. All right. So something for, I suppose, many of us will be looking out with keen interest to hear what the result of that will be. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So at this time, let's head on out and we'll be back with more Activated Mornings after 8.